welcome to the stream, folks. I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to my patrons. Got Donna Melton, Lil Batty, Mr. Belmosen, Aaron Elston, Mike Waterley, Aaron Akranik, Alan Carmigno, Stacy and Sapphire, not the same. I should put a better comma in between there. Anyway, Cindy Shigler, Will Davidson, Riley Martin, Jessica Narizo, Paul Taylor, Mini Form, Simple Truths, Audrey Bolton, Leanna Mack, Tammy Burchard, No Monday, Sean Keaty, Brooke Hash, Christy Young, Christopher Hogg, Robin Guglio, Helen C. Pope Jones, Jason Stevenson, Susan Boston. So today, I'm doing a little bit of fan service. A couple of my very loyal supporters have expressed interest in talking about keeping pets on the road. And while I was like, kind of like, I mean, I don't know, like you just take care of your damn pet. But you know, I thought about it, and I think I could fill an hour talking about road animals and how to take care of your pets, and just like logistics and different types of animals that I've seen on the road. So I guess first of all, I'm going to let folks enter the chat and, you know, come and join us so they don't miss anything. And I'm just going to fucking fill some space here for a minute. I do wish that I had my fucking bowl in here, but I think I left it in my car, and I really don't feel like going and getting it. So, what are you going to do? Oh, hey, I can roll a J. Fuck yeah. This was a kick down from another very loyal supporter. Thank you so much. I'm still smoking on it. It's not bad. It's actually quite nice. Hey, Love Light D is in chat. Fuck yeah. What's up, D? Nice to see you. I hope you're watching me on your giant fucking crystal clear high def TV. That's always a trip to me when I was seeing you watching my videos on that. Like I've never seen my image on such a large crisp screen before. Let's see. Hey, Cam Grimm made it. Thanks. Christy Feltman said, "Will Venmo you." My links are in the description, and there are other. You can look in chat. Captain's pretty on top of posting links, etc. I am not gonna lie. I really was having having a bit of a hard time yesterday after my second stream in a couple of days dropped, and also I wasn't sure how I was going to afford basic things. So I had a little bit of a meltdown, and I did a live stream about it, and then I deleted it because I was like, okay, well, you know what? Some folks came together and kicked down. There was a couple of especially generous kickdowns that I'm really appreciative of. But if you would like to help, the struggle is real and it's never ending. So there are links in the description. I do very much appreciate it. Fuck you, pay me. I'm broke as a joke most of the damn time. And sometimes it just really gets tiring, and it's about your situation when you feel like you're struggling and not really getting ahead. Oh, Christy, you can Venmo. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just got it. Appreciate you. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about road pets. And I've traveled a number of different ways. I've traveled on foot, and I do mean on foot because I only have one. And I've traveled in a car. I've traveled in a van, multiple vans, and in a bus, and lived, like out of those vehicles. I've had cats, I've had chickens, and I've had my dog Satan. So there's definitely different things that work for different styles of travel, and it really depends. I have met people that actually had livestock and traveled with livestock in their buses or RVs, like chickens and goats, and I think just chickens and goats. I don't know. It's really just a lifestyle. Like literally, when you're on the road, everything is, you have to incorporate everything as part of your lifestyle. Like when you live in a house, you go to work and then you leave your dog in the house, and then they just kind of sit there for the entire day. But when you're on the road, you're gonna be with your animal like pretty much 24/7 because they're traveling with you. You can't just like, it's very rare that I'll leave my dog behind. Like right now I have a place to stay, so when I go out to like the bar, which is getting less and less frequent for me, I did go to karaoke last night. That was pretty sick, and I hung out with a couple of friends who did some songs. I did a song. It was great. Yeah, that was fun. I needed that. Anyway, so when you have a place to be, you can keep them there. That's the advantage of having like an RV or a bus. But the issue with that is like, it's just poor form to leave your animal in a vehicle unattended for a long period of time. In my car, I can just have Satan in the car, in the parking lot, like when I go party or whatever. And, that's pretty much between partying and working, those are the only reasons that I'm going to leave my dog behind or whatever. But, I'll leave her in the car and have the windows cracked pretty good. And she has her own bed in there. She's comfortable in there. It's, it's her home. But the problem with that is sometimes you get fucking assholes who, and I say assholes because there are well-meaning people out there that are looking out for your animals. Like if I saw a dog in a car and they were panting and didn't have any water and the windows were closed, I would be fucking pissed. But if you see a car parked in the shade, like purposely in like really nice thick shade, the windows are cracked, they have water and like a nice cozy bed, and they don't look bothered by it, then you should mind your own fucking business. And it seems pretty fucking straightforward, right? Like all the bases are covered, animal is not suffering, and like usually I'm like 100 yards away in whatever building or smoking area or outdoor work environment that I'm in. And yet there have been times, there was a time in Florida where I was literally 10 feet away from my dog and she was in the car. It was at night, so the sun wasn't even out and the windows were all cracked. And some fucking shitlord called the police on me. And then the cops come over and they're asking questions. And I'm like, yeah, this dog is not unattended. I'm literally right here. But what would they have done if I was, around the block getting like a snack or something at a fucking gas station or whatever? Like, would they have fucking busted my windows out? Like these are things you have to fucking be aware of. So like, yeah, if you have an animal, it's a lifestyle. You need to plan around taking care of them. I suppose if you had like goats and you had like a little carrier thing in the back of your bus specifically for the goats, and then you go, I guess you could go to like BLM land and like let them roam. That would be kind of cool. I've never taken care of goats, so I don't really know the logistics of that. But like, I'm sure there's out there that do it, or like, traveling with horses. That's more a rich people thing. I don't know jack shit about traveling with horses, I know that horse trailers can be like really high end and they can have their own like AC and stuff, which is cool. So I guess you could have that. But what I know best is traveling with my dog, and I was traveling with two cats, and they were both leash trained. Um, the absolute most fucking important thing about having an animal on the road is taking the time to train them and working with them, because if they're not trained, you're not just putting them in danger, but you as well. And yeah, you need to put in the time, you need to put in the training. And one thing that, here's my hot take, and you might not like it, but I don't think that house pets should be taken on the road at all, because they're not used to that lifestyle. They're house pets. They don't know, like, most cats are terrified when you put them in a car. My cats, I raised them from the time they were kittens to be shoulder and leash trained and be van trained as well. So they grew up associating the van with their safe place. So in the rare event, there was like one or two times where Oli ran away, and I just stayed put. And eventually, like, it took, like 10 hours, but after 10 hours, she got hungry and found the van again and knew that was her spot. But you take a house cat out and they get loose, they have no frame of reference for what to do. And like, they're already stressed out. They've gone from being in a house where they have all these cool hidey spots and, like, places to roam and whatnot, never been leash trained, and then all of a sudden you throw them in a fucking box on wheels. Like, that's just, I don't know, I think that's kind of shit. So if you're thinking about going on the road and you have house pets, I would implore you to try and rehome them rather than take them on the road. Like, it's just a lot. Like, getting on the road full time is already a lot. Like, I don't think anybody that actively, like, lives on the road should have more than one pet or animal sidekick. I don't consider Satan a pet because she's actually a service dog. She's a registered service dog. And like, that's really not hard to do. I don't want to blow up, like, I don't know. It's not hard to get certifications if that's what you want to do and look into it, but don't start doing that unless your dog is actually, like, well trained and does, like, perform a service. Or if you're, like, permanently on the road on foot and you need to be able to get your dog onto, like, the train, passenger train, not a freight train, because you don't need to tell anybody that you're putting your dog on a freight train. But that's why a lot of kids prefer it, actually, because they can bring their fucking aggro ass dogs wherever the fuck. But yeah, if you're taking public transit or trying to fly or ride a bus or something, then you're gonna need those service dog, like, the proof of it, I guess. It's like, yeah, it helps, but I don't really want to break down how exactly to get those, because, like, it depends. Let's catch up with some questions. 108 in Island. Hey, that's not bad. Helen Jones says BLM means Bureau of Land Management. Yeah, sorry I didn't clarify that. I forget that some folks aren't on the level. Do I have shit in my eye? Okay. Love Light D says the biggest challenge I'm having here in the summer is keeping my pups off the pavement so feet don't burn. Yeah, when I had Satan out in North Dakota in the middle of the winter, it's a different sort of environment, obviously, but I had little boots for her, so her little paws wouldn't freeze. She really didn't like the boots, but she understood that they were protecting her feet and didn't like try to rip them off. You should look into maybe getting your pup some little dog booties. And they're funny too. Little dog boots. K9 says my dog's name is Rapper because he does not have the off button. The off button for dogs is giving them a fucking spank on the ass. I know I'm gonna like maybe lose subscribers for this. But I believe in swagging your dog out when they're being swag. I don't have to smack Satan anymore unless she's like deliberately fucking ignoring me and she knows. Like, I don't have to fucking like I don't have to spank her anymore because she knows when she fucked up. So I don't have to do it, but I just have like imply, you know, like I will spank you. And you know what? Fucking get on my ass about it all you want, you namby-pamby little fuckers, because you don't live out in the real world. Anybody that has a problem with fucking swagging at your dog doesn't actually live out in the world. Because if I don't swag my dog out when she's not listening to me, she could literally die. She could get fucked up in traffic. She could run away from me in a fucking inhospitable environment, which, you know, like, she could get fucked up by a timber wolf, fall off a cliff, you know, or she could get us arrested by barking at the wrong shit. So yeah, like that's the name of the game. Discipline, and strict discipline is absolutely necessary to have a successful road animal. And like, I'm not saying get mad and beat on your fucking dog, because that's bullshit. You should never discipline your pet because you're pissed off at them. That's fucking, if you're thinking about doing that, then you need to go sit the fuck down in a corner and like reassess your approach to life. But yeah, discipline is very important. Not violence though. Discipline is not violence. And also, like, you know, dogs operate way too, like they need to recognize who the alpha dog is. They bark at each other, they bite each other to assert dominance. Like, yeah, fucking animal hierarchy is doesn't care about your feelings. And if you can't assert yourself as dominant, then they're gonna fucking take you as a pushover and not do what you tell them to, and possibly fucking get hurt because of it, or get you in trouble. Kanan said my cat got in a fight with Bob. Okay. Christy Feltman says, how do you keep Satan cool from the heat, or is she just conditioned? I don't really know how to answer that. Like, what kind of heat? There's so many different kinds of heat. And usually we are outside, but we just, you know, typically stick to habitable climates. I don't know. And if we're in a place like out here in the south this time of year, it's really not comfortable to be outside, but we have pre-arrangements to not have to be outside, which is really nice. But yeah, if you're not comfortable, then your dog's not comfortable. Nanya says, aloha from Hawaii. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, speaking of dogs, you can pick up the new Cheese Dog Mafia t-shirt in my my Teespring store. It's yeah, the cheese dogs are the real fucking slumlords of Slab City, and they're out to get me. So we need to raise awareness of the Cheese Dog Mafia so that people know that Slab City is unsafe and that no cheese is safe. So buy t-shirts. And yeah. It's good stuff. My friend Emmett designed the t-shirts. Just kind of put it out. Anyway, let's see. Wow, we're getting a lot of comments. Christy says totes. Swag that dog. Fuck yeah. No hate here from a professional. Lovelight D says the dog actually looks to their owner for guidance and discipline. They love it. They want a job. Yeah, right. And like I was saying, there's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive with humans and dogs. Like sometimes I'll tell Say to do something and she'll just like look back at me and like lock eyes and be like, no. But like at first I want to be like, are you fucking ignoring me? Like, are you just deliberately not doing what I told you to do? And like sometimes she sees something that I don't. And she's no, I'm not going to do that. Like, hell no. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, I see. There's, but, and that's pretty cool. Like, she knows that she's disobeyed. We've worked a lot on critical thinking. Satan is like incredibly intelligent. She's got really great critical thinking skills. And one thing that I've worked on with her is, like when we're playing fetch or climbing stuff or whatever, I'll tell her to do things that are like a little bit out of her skill level, like stuff that's a little bit harder for her to do. But it's like, if she fucks it up, she's not going to get like really hurt or anything. And just like let her kind of suss out if she can handle it or not, and like come up with her own ideas on how to navigate obstacles. Captain Grimm says, when Reaper is wearing her service vest, she knows to act a certain way. Yeah, they really do carry it with like a sense of purpose. Making Magic says, what up, cheese dogs? Hey, man. Helen Jones got down with the kickdown. Thank you so much. And somebody else kicked down on my Venmo earlier. I think I shouted them out. Let's see. XO kicked down, and Debbie Bender kicked down in PayPal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really yeah, times always get pretty tough at the end of the month. Satan, come here. Come sit like a people. I wish I had some like treats for her because come on. When we're sitting at a table with friends, she really likes to sit with us and just like be part of the conversation. But when I'm talking to my phone, she doesn't really get it. She doesn't know, she doesn't know you're there. Oh, sweet pea, you're such a good baby. Mwah. Yes, we love the Satan pups. Helen Jones says, I'm getting a cooling mat for my pups. They would love it. One thing that we've done in the desert is like because I use evaporative cooling in the desert, which, is basically fancy language for a wet sarong. It doesn't really work in a swampy environment like this, but yeah, I'll get like a wet sheet or like a cotton fabric and put it over Satan and just let her take a nap under a wet blanket, and that helps. Let's see. Yeah, I can't stress enough like leash training for any pet that you're going to take on the road, because you're not going to have your own yard or house that you can let them roam around on. So extra work to let them out to get their exercise, and sometimes some animals you can't just let them free roam. unless you put in the time to train them not to tear ass the moment you let them out. Which I did have my Oli cat trained to come when called, and I did that by training her from when she was a kitten with treats. Cat training is totally different from dog training. Like, if you swag out a cat like you swag out a dog, they will just leave and you'll never fucking see them again. They'll just fucking bounce. Cats don't respond. Cats aren't pack animals. So in order to train a cat, you have to appeal to their sensibilities, which is like it's only reward training. They do not like, you cannot discipline a cat other than like spray bottle, but that's after they've come to recognize you as the source of food and shelter and safety. But yeah, like, you know how cats run around at 3 a.m. That's like the thing they do. They wake up at 3 a.m. and they just tear ass around the house and knock shit over, and they're all like, chasing each other around and being crazy. That's a cat behavior. But when you're living in a fucking van with another person and two cats, that 3 a.m. fucking zoomies shit, especially like, because it's such a small space, so they used to jump from my fucking bookshelf down onto me while I was sleeping, and like, if you wake me up like that while I'm sleeping, I fucking wake up like fucking swinging, so that's not good. So I had to sleep with my little spray bottle next to me for a few nights and just like train them not to do that. They would play up front and just keep it up there. Like, they're smart, they learn. You just have to like communicate with them, and being consistent in rewarding or disciplining certain behaviors needs to be like, you need to be right on top of it. You can't wait 5 minutes and then swag them out. You have to like catch them in the act. You have to be like pets. That's why I don't like calling road animals pets, because they're not pets. You can just like kind of let them do their thing, and they're there, and they're just like a cool guy that lives in your house and has fur, and you spoil them, and it's cute and whatever. That's not, you can't do that on the road. Like, you can spoil your pets. Like, I give Satan's, like, I've fed her filet mignon, like, fucking legit. I'm poor as fuck. I've fed my dog filet mignon. And I only get her the absolute highest quality dog food that I can afford, which usually, I get her like the nice, I usually get her the fucking Buffalo Blue shit, because that's the best. Or there's comparative brands, but if I can't, like, the lowest quality I'll go for is the Rachel Ray Nutrish stuff, or there's a couple other brands. There's like the fucking organic pedigree shit or whatever, but that's the lowest quality I'll go. One cool thing about Satan is that she eats fucking whatever. She's a fucking scavenger dog. If I died and she was left to just forage for herself and like ground score shit, she would be fucking fine. But when I'm super broke, sometimes I'll go dumpster diving for her, and I have celiac disease, so I can't eat a lot of stuff that you're gonna find discarded from people because it's got fucking gluten all over it. And gluten isn't really good for dogs either, but like a little bit is okay. So I'll feed her like burgers and fries that I get out of the dumpster, like fucking, you name it. Just make sure you take bones out of it if you're feeding them chicken. One thing that is really helpful is knowing what things that your animal can and can't eat that aren't just their feed, because sometimes you can't find their feed when you're out on the road. You don't know where you're gonna end up. So like most all carnivorous mammals can eat just like fucking like I'll keep cans of tuna on hand in case I'm running low on food, and then like mix it with some fucking instant rice or something to give her a carb. Um, there's a bunch of vegetables that dogs can eat, and even some fruits. And like getting beef liver at the butcher shop is super duper cheap and easy. You just, you know, you can boil it or whatever, throw it over rice or oats, that sort of thing. There's, you know, there's so many alternatives to just like straight pre-made dog food or cat food or chicken food or whatever. Um, with chickens, I've traveled with a chicken briefly, and I know of a handful of other people that have made it part of their lifestyle traveling with chickens that lay eggs. There's a lot of fucking, I mean, there's a lot of logistics that go into that because like chickens are actually kind of fragile, and if you stress them out, then they stop laying eggs. I'm not super experienced in raising chickens. I have raised a number of them, and but I wouldn't consider myself like especially versed in that. It's not my forte. Hey, Aaron's in chat. Welcome. Aaron, you like my shirt? My fucking friend got this for me in Mexico City. It's like some fucking gnarly ass Mexican bootleg t-shirt. And I haven't worn it in a long time because it was in my car. And yeah, it's got fucking Gucci, some shit like knockoff, no, Gucci, and that's like a knockoff Chanel, Supreme. And then, of course, we got fucking Walt fucking Disney shit, you know, got Mickey Mouse, and he's got a 40 that's got a pot leaf on it for some fucking reason. Like, this, yes, mwah, good shit. It's one of my very favorites. I'm also wearing basketball shorts with this t-shirt to add to an extra layer of trashiness. Oh yeah, and I'm wearing Velcro sandals. Wearing this fucking whack-ass crackhead Gucci shirt from Mexico, basketball shorts, and fucking Velcro sandals. I'm fucking balling today. I'm like way hotter than your dad. I'm your fucking crazy anarchist dad. Let's see. Hey, thanks for the kickdown, Helen. Appreciate you. Hey, it's Teapot. Nice. See you in chat. I don't think you've graced us with your presence in a good while. Helen says, I fed my dog ribeyes and baked chicken I cooked. Fuck yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some specific staples that dogs and cats can enjoy and are easy to come by. Tay says, I always learn about something new when I watch you. I love it. Thanks, Cord. You're welcome. I'm really glad to be able to be back again today and, you know, with a fresh, good attitude because I was having a fucking shitty day yesterday, and like pretty much the week before it, not for any like, I guess not for any like outward reasons. Like I'm really happy where I'm at, and the people here are really cool and supportive, and you know, it's been good here. But for me personally, just like struggling with mental health shit and also with money shit, and mostly just mental health and money shit, like ethereal things, you know. Like my situation is really great. I'm happy and healthy physically, but yeah. So, and you know what? You know what works to alleviate my mental health crises? Good old fashioned dollarinos in my fucking PayPal. So, yeah, if you'd if you'd like to help with that. I can make more content if I'm not stressed out about where my fucking groceries are coming from. Or, you know, whatever. I gotta get Satan a new backpack. Oh, that's another thing I gotta address. Like, so if you're backpacking, and I think everybody should spend at least some time backpacking in their life. And if you're backpacking with a dog, I think that having the proper equipment for your dog is just as important as having the proper equipment for you. Like, you know, if they're used to being in a house, they're used to a certain level of comfort, and they can definitely keep up with you on the trail. It don't matter what kind of dog it is, like unless they've got, you know, physical disabilities or something. I'm eating gummy worms. I don't know why I'm eating gummy worms right now. I haven't had breakfast or lunch. Just a fuck ton of coffee and gummy worms. My speaking of being healthy, I shouldn't have these on the desk. That's the problem here. Just straight running on caffeine and sugar. So yeah, you want to have proper equipment for your dog. Some things that I really enjoy are, or that I've found really useful, rather, some things that I see as indispensable items if you're going to have a road dog is a dog backpack, something that fits well and can carry. It depends on the size of your dog. My dog carries around 5 pounds of food, or can. Her current pack, I can only fit about 3 pounds of food in it. So having a backpack that can carry your own food keeps that extra weight off of your back, because they can carry it. It don't hurt them. And what I like in a dog backpack is also having like a handle on top. So if I have to, like when I'm throwing my dog on a train, she's got the little handle thing, so I can just pick her up like a little doggy suitcase and like hoist her up and then climb up. It makes it a lot easier. It's a lot safer too, especially if the pack it fits well. Like I said, like snugly. I've never bought a dog backpack that I didn't have to modify personally though. Like in order to make it fit better, I've always, like, every single time, because Satan's kind of like the smallest medium-sized dog. Like she's not quite a small type of dog, but she's like barely a medium size. So like usually I'll have to alter straps and stuff so it fits properly. So it's, you know, that's another thing that's important to take note of in traveling in general, is the DIY aspect. If you don't know how to sew, at the very least, you don't really have any fucking business trying to go on the road. Learn how to sew and do basic shit like build a damn fire and, you know, train your dog well to respond. Learn how to change a tire, that sort of thing. Basic shit. Let's see. Christy says, y'all ever feed your dogs off of EBT? Yeah, of course. Like I said, I used to live with somebody that had a dog with very specific dietary restrictions, and we would spend a certain amount of money in EBT, because I had EBT then. I don't now, but we'd set aside a certain amount to buy him like rice and oats and beef liver from the butcher shop and cook that up for him. Captain Grimm says, speaking of dad, check out your dad's taint t-shirt. Your dad's taint on a t-shirt. That's my cheapest fucking shirt. I make like I think I make zero profit on that. I just think it's funny. Because, yeah, everybody wants to talk about your mom's box, but you know what? Your dad's taint does not get enough attention. So, yeah, buy my shirts. They're funny. I don't even, honestly, I'm going to be real. I don't even remember making that one. I was like fucking blotto with my homie and probably just cackling over this fucking idea and then like actually went the extra step and made a t-shirt. Right. Yeah. Get your dad's taint. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm trying to think like other. I don't know. I've had friends who traveled with Great Danes and they actually bred Great Danes out of the school bus, and they had a big family too, and the way that they had the school bus set up like spatially was pretty fucking sweet. Everybody had their own bunk, and somehow enough room to exist. Like most of the time they would be outside running around doing stuff, and like the inside of your vehicle shouldn't be treated as a house because it's not one. That's where you sleep, and the great outdoors is your fucking living room and dining room, etc. So like, yeah, but I can't imagine fucking handling multiple Great Danes while traveling on the road. That's fucking wild. I thought that was really neat because they were pretty well adjusted at the time. Yeah. Let's see if I remember. Wait. I can't remember it. Okay. Yeah, dogs are great. Yeah, yeah, dogs are pretty fucking cool. Yeah. What if God was fabulous? I haven't played that one in so long. Anyway, dogs are great. Um, everybody should pet more dogs. I want all of you to go out and pet a dog. Unless you're fucking Kale and you're allergic to dogs, then maybe, I don't know, take a Benadryl first. I don't think he's in here, but yeah. Dogs are great. I've honestly always wanted to try and travel by horseback. That's kind of my weird pipe dream. I think that would be sick. So if you're out there and you're like one of those fucking people and you do like cross country rides and you want a fucking riding buddy, I actually do have experience with riding horses. When I was a kid, I was on equestrian team after taking like one summer camp. They were like, okay, you're good enough to ride, you're good enough at riding that you can teach folks. I was like fucking 11, 12, but I would help older kids even like fucking saddle up their horses, do horseshoes, clean the hooves. And I was riding horses that were like, because when you're the new kid and all of these other kids had like grown up riding horses, and then I'm just some fucking suburbanite fucking pipsqueak coming out and like, who the fuck is this kid? Who do they think they are? Fucking showing us up. So then they did haze me a bit and like put me in some situations that they thought would be too too big for me to chew. And yeah, anyway, I enjoyed riding horses. I would definitely get back into it as an adult. I think that'd be fucking sick. Hell yeah. feel like I should have more songs about dogs. I've been on the side of the road, covered in scabs and grime, chilled to the bone. And it's so... Wait, what's the fucking... the line about... There's a line about, I ain't got nothing, I ain't got nobody but Satan at my side. But I sure would be glad for a ride. Yeah, I should make up the song about the fucking cheese dog mafia. Cheese dogs are gonna steal your cheese when you're not looking, when you leave the kitchen. They're gonna break into your home. They're gonna put you in a hole, 'cause they really run Slab City and they don't want anybody to know. Better look out. Watch out. They're gonna get you. Everybody knows dogs love cheese. If your dog doesn't love cheese, then you might not actually have a dog. That might be a really ugly horse. I don't know. Do horses like cheese? I feel like they like sweets better, like apples and sugar cubes and grass and stuff. Mine Kush 11 says, anyone else just eat a whole brick of sharp cheese? That's a mood, bud. That's a fucking mood. I too have dove into the cheese void, my friend. All right, anybody got any like specific questions? Are you thinking about going on the road with your fucking animal, or you want to get a road friend, etc.? I have many years of experience traveling with dogs and cats and sometimes chickens. So, and I've met a lot of people with a lot of different livestock styles. Man, this tattoo turned out so good. I'm so stoked on it. I mean, it's uneven, but like also I really didn't try to make it even because that's part of the charm. What I added the other day on my fucking bitch stream that I deleted is this and this, which is also like, I've got another one of these here and I've got some here. So it's like, you know, we got a sparkle theme going on now. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm stoked on it. Tay says, I've been considering going dairy-free for hormonal acne purposes, but I don't know if I can because of the cheese. I love cheese. You know what? It can be done if you love cheese. I've actually thought about it long and hard. Insert dad joke there. I've thought about the cheese long and hard. And there are some vegan cheeses that are actually really fucking good that are like cashew based. There's like a cashew based brie that is fucking out of this world. Unfortunately, the only reason that I have tasted it is because it was like cleared out of a health food shop and then distributed to a distro that I was working at the time. But like, you know, it was just like these little tiny fucking things of cheese. So like they couldn't add them to big meals. And the thing about them was I looked at the price tags on them, $12. $12 for like this much fucking cheese. But you know what? I tell you, I tasted it. If I couldn't eat cheese and I tasted that, that would hit the spot for me. Like that would do it. It's good. It's creamy. It's like, there's different kinds. I don't know. I think it's good. And I personally like almond cheese. If you're trying to go vegan, that's not vegan because it's got casein in it. I don't know why, but it does. But if you're trying to go, you know, just like lactose free, then that's just... Anyway, I'm talking about cheese. This is a fucking... This is an animals episode. Don't get me started on fucking cheese. Yeah, there's some good lactose free cheese out there. Go and try it. Spend the money. I spend a disproportionate amount of money on cheese myself, and that's between me and God. All right, folks, if you've been digging the stream, thanks for reminding me, Captain. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified when I go live, because you know, it's not like a scheduled thing, because my lifestyle doesn't really allow me to have like a certain time of day every day that I'm streaming. So yeah, and if you join the Discord server, I do notify folks in the Discord at least an hour before I go live, and you know, so that way you'll get notified that way as well. And if you would like to, thanks for reminding me, Love Light, get down with the kick down, throw some fucking cheddar my way, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I like entertaining you guys, you folks, rather. I like it, but sometimes I'm broke as a joke, and I don't know where my next meal is coming from. So, yeah, you can help support this force of chaos with your currency. Please donate to chaos. Yes. Thank you, Ethan. Ethan Ins 5. Appreciate you. Let's see if I missed any notifications here. We got some from Styles. Thanks. Some from Riley again. Thank you so much. Some from Danielle Forsyth. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. And some from Debbie Bender. Fuck yes. Rock on. You folks are fucking excellent. Top tier notch motherfuckers. Yeah, so we did a vocal practice last night. Worked with a couple of friends on some backup vocals for a couple of my songs and for a couple covers and at least one original. We just worked on one other original by another person. But yeah, then it got late. Yeah, so anyway, that was really good. We worked on some stuff. And it felt great. It is really nice to sing with friends, because then you're trying to be louder than each other, and then everybody's just being really fucking loud. That's my favorite. I really enjoy that. Oh, you guys are being so sweet in the chat. Thank you. Oh, thanks for joining me. You guys fucking you're really brightening up my day. Yeah, I definitely feel a lot less shitty than I did yesterday. And if you happen to catch my live yesterday before I deleted it, yeah, thank you for witnessing me in my terrible mood. I don't think it was bad. I've definitely been a lot surlier on live streams. Give a good goddamn. I don't give one thing about. I ain't built nothing in years. Come at me, bitch, I'll fuck you up. Come at me, bitch, I'll fuck you up. 'Cause I'm fucking in the moment. I'm ready to kill, ready to kill, ready to kill. The pain of my existence is the only thing that's real. Well, suck my dick and lick my balls. Drown my brain in alcohol. Can't remember yesterday. Nothing matters anyway. Nothing matters anyway. 'Cause I'm present. I'm in the moment. I'm ready to kill, ready to kill, ready to kill. The pain of my existence is the only thing that's real. Well, I don't give a goddamn. I don't give one single fuck. I ain't felt nothing in years. Come at me, bitch, I'll fuck you up. Come at me, bitch, I'll fuck you up. Anyway, my voice is a little shot from, I went to karaoke after vocal practice because, you know, as one does, and as one also does, I performed some System of a Down, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I blew the fucking roof off the house, and that was great. But also now I'm gonna have to drink a lot of water and do some vocal exercises so that I don't shred my shit. But it's definitely not my first rodeo. Anyway, so we're almost at an hour. If you have any more questions about being on the road with your pets, with your animal companions, now would be the time to ask those questions. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fucking, I don't know, fill space here. Aw, I'm glad y'all like the tunes. More coming soon, hopefully. I think I've finally started breaking through my creator's block when it comes to music. I've kind of been not inspired, but you know, New Orleans is full of a lot of talented musicians, so it's been nice to be able to tap into that creative energy. Pretty stoked. Thanks, Tay-Tay. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You folks are great. Yeah, I'm just gonna awkwardly stare at you for like another minute and a half. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in a library. And if you were wondering what's on the rack behind me here, that's zines, that's independent publishings by mostly anarchists. So yeah, it's kind of a thing that I'm passionate about, and working on this space has been really nice. So that's the other thing. That's like the main thing that I've been spending money on, aside from gas and food, is just like community efforts and community work. And I don't know if I'm going to be here during the hurricane season, but I guess we'll see. And also, I am doing the beet harvest in October. So between now and October, it's kind of just whatever seems to be working out for me. And, you know, maybe I'll go do some more fucking crazy traveling before then, or maybe I'll fucking sit here and keep working on cool punk shit and food distributions and whatnot, and yeah, just making cool shit happen. Thanks for the kick down, Helen. I really appreciate that. You folks are so sweet. Is this the weed? Yes, this is the weed. All right. Well, since it seems like I've addressed things adequately for you, I'm gonna fuck right off. And thank you so much for joining me. Hit the like and subscribe, hit the bell, join our Discord, hang out with us. And yeah. All right, I'm fucking off. See you later. Bye.